Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is the Captain speaking here on CapnclydesMTG. We got some more previews, leaks, spoilers, call them what you will, from Aetherdrift. And luckily, we don't have a giant drop of 50. So, more moderate 10-ish version where we can actually enjoy, absorb, soak in the goodness. And there is some goodness. So before we get started, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Links down below. Buy some cards from the eBay TCG player store. If you don't want to do that, you can donate by becoming a member, getting videos early on YouTube, Patreon, all kinds of other stuff. There's links. Go read. I mean, or don't. I mean, I know it's hard these days. Nobody wants to read anything. Anyhow, let's get into it. So we're going to start off with this little fella, the Cloud Spire Coordinator. White-red for a 3-1. When it enters, you scry 2. This sounds very familiar, like a previous Kaladesh card. That was a 3-2 or something like that. That did the same thing. Anyway, tap, create X 1/1 colorless pilot creature tokens, where X is the number of mounts and or vehicles that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. God, that's good. These tokens have this token saddles, mounts, and cruise vehicles as though their power were 2 greater. This thing is amazing. And I also think I played as this character in 1990 in my video game. But anyway, moving on. So he's pretty good for an uncommon. What else we got going on? Count on Luck. Oh, look at that little loot fella in there. Getting all... That's not a good face. Anyway, 3 red enchantment. Interesting. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Sweet mother of Christ. Woo. Is this the card that Boros Modern's been looking for? I mean, I think it'd be kind of good just to flip a card over every turn and just be like, hey, bolt you in the face. Ha, ha. Or, hey, look, a land. Get that out of the way. Like... It says play the card this turn. You can put lands into play. This is your own personal Howling Mine for only 3 red. I know, only 3 red. This is definitely seeing standard play. I think Modern's going to dial this bad boy up to see if it's any good. And if you're in Commander, you best be playing this if you're in red, because holy cow is this good. And I can't believe this is a rare. I mean, it's probably not going to be $5 until Commander gets a hold of it. If it does do well, then it'll be $50. But that's my predictions. Take it as you will. Next, we have Full Throttle. 2 red and 4 colorless sorcery. After this main phase, there are 2 additional combat phases. Good God. At the beginning of each combat this turn, untap all creatures that attacked this turn. This basically for 6 mana says take 3 turns. But because it's red, it's take 3 combat turns. This is going to be insanely good. People in Commander are going to like it. And I don't know who this girl is, but I'm kind of digging this. And look at his little smile on Lute's face. Yeah, little fella. I'd be smiling if that's where I was stuck too. Anyway, so this is going to be a good card. Might as well pick these up before they get too expensive. Next, we have the Fearless Swashbuckler. Is that a sword? Swords with a swordfish. Giggity. Observational humor. Anyway, this fish pirate's a red, blue, and 1, so 3 mana, 3/3 with haste. Not bad. Vehicles you control have haste. Also good. Whenever you attack, if a pirate and a vehicle attack this combat, draw 3 cards and discard 2. Good God. I mean, you gotta discard 2, but hear me out. Draw 3. You want to talk about doing some filter? Holy cow. If there's a fish vehicle deck, God, things I thought I'd never say, to be had in standard, this is going to be your guy. God, it does seem good. I mean, until once Shieldred rotates out, otherwise you're going to kill yourself drawing cards. Anyway, next we have the Voyager Glide car. That I thought that looked like I thought that was like a cat pouncing with a beam coming out of its forehead. Don't ask me. I'm very tired. Anyway, this thing's 1 white, 2/3. Pretty sweet for a vehicle. When it enters, you scry 1. That's like drawing a third of a card. That's really good. Tap 3 other untapped creatures you control till end of turn. This vehicle becomes an artifact creature and gains flying. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, crewing for one's good enough for me. I mean, this is a white weenie dream. Well, okay, this is a white small creature deck dream. You know what I mean, damn it. Don't go there. This is probably going to get tested in some white decks, and we'll have to see how good it is. I mean, a 2/3 that flies that can become a 3/4 and then a 4/5. There may be something to this. I'm not real sure, but it seems very impressive. That's what she said. Anyway, next we have Chandra's Ignition. 2 red and 3 sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. That's right, this special guest card is coming in hot. Observational humor. Anyway, with some sweet art from Chandra, I'm not going to lie. I'm really digging this. I mean, they kind of did her dirty on her Planeswalker card, in my personal opinion. They could have done a better job on that, but this is my jam. I'm down with this. All right, moving on. Next, we have Marauding Mako. Fish, sharks. Anyway, that's kind of funny. If there's a lord, and is there a fish lord? I mean, I know merfolk are fish, but like this is a shark. It's technically a fish. Anyway, moving on. Marauding Mako. 1 red for a 1/1. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Holy cow. We did a video a while back about the sudden relevance of discard decks in Pioneer and Modern that make you discard cards to put the I forgot what it's called, but that 6 mana 2/2 5 mana 4/4 whatever the hell it was into play. Whenever you discard a card, it costs 2 less to cast, so you can basically get it for free on a good day. This on turn 1, if you don't have one of those in your hand, I mean, sometimes it doesn't work because you have to discard it so you can't cast it. But I mean, if you discard your whole hand of 5 cards, this thing becomes a 6/6. Look out until Fatal Push hits the board. But anyway, this seems good. It's probably going to see a little bit of play. It might have some legs or fins. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be situational at best. We have Samut back, the Driving Force. White, green, red, and 3. What clan is that? It's not Abzan. It's not Temur. Selesnya? No. Tell me in the comment section. I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, he's a 4/5 with Vigilance, First Strike, and Haste. Good God. Say hello to your new commander. He has Start Your Engines. Other creatures you control get +X/+O, where X is your speed. I mean, that's fine. It's good after you swing a few times. Non-creature spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is your speed. That's sweet. I see a lot of commander play for this guy. He probably won't be very popular and very expensive, but there'll be plenty of commander decks with this guy floating around as the commander or just in the deck, just saying. All right, we got a goodie here. I couldn't help but read this one when I saw it. Market Back Walker. That's right, you heard me. Instead of Hanger Back or Black Street Market or whatever it is, that black card. So here we go. XX00. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters. So for 2 mana, you get a 1/1. For 4 mana, you get a 2/2, so forth and so on. Now, for 4 colorless, you can put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, which is way more balanced than Hanger Back. However, when this creature dies, you draw a card for every counter on it. Let me repeat that. You draw a card for every counter on it. I mean, we just had all kinds of counter cards get reprinted. Everything from Doubling Season to, Constrictor, you name it. This thing is going to be everywhere. 6 mana to make a 3/3 that you can block, kill something, draw 3 cards, or worst case scenario, spend 2 mana, make a 1/1 against the aggro deck, block, kill their creature, draw a card. The love of all that is holy, this is good. Wow, and it's only a rare. I guess because it costs 4 mana to put a counter on it. If it was 1 mana like Hanger Back, it'd probably be mythic. The art's cool. This card's amazing. I think this is going to be the next $20, $25 card out of the set. I don't see how this doesn't take off in damn near any format that can play it. That's not a combo deck. I'm just, like anything else, this is just amazing. And Commander, guys, it's an artifact. Cast for colorless. Put it in your deck. It's one card. You'll thank me when it dies. Trust me. Just don't let somebody exile it. Anyway, next we have Ketramos, the New Dawn. Legendary creature. This is the new god, I think. Black, white, and 1 for a 4/4 with menace, lifelink, and indestructible. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So anyway, he can't attack or block unless there are 7 or more cards in exile. Wow, that's stiff. Said no girl ever. That's going to be hard to do. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, draw a card, lose a life. This is interesting. It's nothing's coming to me at the moment, but I'm sure there's some way to exile card. Oh, wait, this is black. Well, black, white. Hear me out. Delve. You literally can play this on turn 3, do some spot removal, and then murderous cut about 3 or 4 cards out of your graveyard, rinse and repeat. Yes, got it. Now, be better in standard, and maybe there'll be something that comes out that'll let you exile some stuff. Oh, wait. Unless there are 7 more cards. Oh, wait, it just says cards in exile. Oh, well, that's simple. You just play a lantern and exile your opponent's graveyard and be like, ooh, look at my 4/4, punch you in face. Yeah, this thing's probably going to be popular. It's starting to come to me now. Yeah. It's clarity. This is going to be good. Buy them. All right. Next, we have the Hour of Victory. That's right. This is really the one where they should have had the guy, like, biting the metal and, like, shaking the champagne when he's in last place. Anyway, moving on. Black and 2 enchantment. Start your engines. Whenever this enchantment enters, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. All right, so for 3 mana, you get a 2/2 zombie, and it has the start your engines thing, which is, whenever your opponent takes damage, you put a speed counter on this. Once per turn, when he gets to 4, you have max speed. Now, at max speed, black and 1, sacrifice this enchantment, search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Oh, cool. It's an uncommon demonic tutor that comes with a creature. This just seems amazing. I mean, worst case scenario, you never sacrifice it, and you just get a 2/2 for 3 mana. Is that so bad? Now, hear me out. Play a little red in the deck. Bolt your opponent a couple times. Now you're at max speed. Mission accomplished. Time to go demonic tutor. Yeah, for an uncommon, this is going to be hard to use, but it's going to be such a good payoff card. Limited All-Star, by the way. Just, woof, yeah. Every deck in Limited. All right, so there we have it. We're going to end on Demonic Tutor Light, or I guess Zombie Black. Anyway, point being, there we have it. We have some great previews, some great reveals. What feels to be a very high power level compared to uncommons and rares, compared to what we're used to seeing. Then again, that power creep can be real back in my day. Anyhow, until next time, be kind, and I hope to see you crossing the game table.